Yo, what's up? So excited to work today on Epic Web. So to get us started, I'm planning on doing, I'm just continuing from where we left off yesterday. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, that's my microphone. And there's like a little edge right there. That means needs to just inch over there just a tad. My camera is like exactly perfectly sees the edges of my green screen. So if I move it just like the tiniest bit this way or the tiniest bit this way, like you're gonna see the edge. And that was really loud, sorry. Where is this? There we go, right there. Okay, so yeah, to start out, I am working on, I got some notifications about some work on remix validity state, which is great because yeah, we need that functionality in my my app. So let me just grab this. This is the live stream chat, so feel free to join here for chat. I'm not, I don't do chat elsewhere. So that is that. That is the chat. Okay, so what we've got here is I made a comment in one of my live streams that would be really nice to make submitted form data more type safe. And Mikhail made this PR to make that happen. And so I just need to review what Matt has said about this. Yes, we need to rethink it. Hmm. Okay, cool. There we go. That should take care of things for that. And very good. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to close my email client now, and we're going to open up Centered. Scaffold ship page, we're still working on that. I'm thinking this is going to take quite a bit longer, maybe another 2 hours. Okay, let's get this started. And
let's make this a totally awesome session.
Yes, let's do that. Let me just close this real quick. And then, yep, let's close that. That would not be good. Okay. Cool. So we're looking at starports. Here's our ships. Here, let's just look at ships actually. Man. Ships. Okay, I must have grabbed the host ID or something. Okay, available book. So what I was doing was I was making sure that it would be available. And that's so cool. Making sure that it's available as the user is making changes. And so one thing that I need to do is, probably add some validation to say what start date is valid and end date is valid based on the other selection, HTML5 date range validation. I wonder, I'm pretty sure such a thing exists. Web components are useful. Yeah, we're not doing web components at all. Okay, so min is, I just needed the attribute name. That's all I want. Min. Min and max. Yeah, okay. So we come down here. So here it's not going to give me the ability to set the min because this is, I wonder if there's a way to dynamically control that. Oh, no, there is. Yeah, I don't think that, I could do a custom validation, but validity state. So let's just make an issue, see what Matt says about this. Date range validation. I'm building a date range picker with 2 date inputs, and I'd like to make sure or to validate that the end date does not come before the start date and the start is not after the end. Is there, I don't believe, it would be cool if, actually, you know what, before I start making assumptions about how things work, let's just dive in here and see. Input validations. Yeah, so it's not going to work actually if I say min. Yeah. If I could somehow dynamically set the min and max based on other fields in the form, or even have some way to set that via the use validated input or field, etc. So I can control the state with myself with whatever I need and just pass what those validation values should be dynamically. Okay, cool. So I believe that is not possible today, but hopefully will become possible in the future. I think I could change the form validations, but that wouldn't feed into the validate server form data. So, yeah. Yeah, one thing that I could probably do is start date. And then, no, that's not going to work either. Okay, we're going to go, I think what we'll have to do is within, within range, oh, and actually, you know what? Remix validity state. So he fixed or added a feature. I wonder if he's released it yet. No, 17 days ago. Rats. Yeah, so there's a feature that I wanted added, and I think he merged the PR, but hasn't been merged yet, which is a shame because I need it for this. How did I do this in the other place? Wow, I've got a lot of these already. Yeah, so I'm just doing it like that. That is not what I wanted, actually. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm just, I don't have it in the client side at all. So we are going to do this after all. And start date, form validation, start date. Nope. Actually. And then within range. And yeah, there we go. What happens if parse ISO can't parse it? Looks like it only returns a date, but yeah, Nick, thank you for that. I actually, yeah, I should make that change. I'm not sure why I started with the and. Yep, that works just fine. Thank you. Okay, let's figure out. That's going to be invalid date. Yeah, so weird. In any case, if we do difference in days, so that will give me nan greater than 0, false. So then it wouldn't, yeah. Okay, so even if one of them it's going to get nan for that. But if we got two of them, okay, cool. So that Copilot, that works. Thank you. Yeah. Here, let's just do this. Stringify whatever it is. That will work just fine. Let's just double check. Parse, ISO, blah. Okay, cool. So no errors are thrown. We're fine. So yeah, we get within range for that and for the end date. Okay, so yeah, So both of them will be invalid at the same time. So the question is, where do we put it? I think I'd want to put it on the end date. And just say the end date has to come after the start date. And also start date has to be, start date in future. Thank you, Copilot. You rock. Yep, okay. And end date needs to be in the future also. Yeah, date in future, actually. Okay, and then we can have date in future. And date range within range. Yeah, let's call this something more specific. End after start. Yeah. Forget all that. We don't need any of that. Okay, cool. So, and we get that. Now the tricky thing is that, yeah, until we get, once we get that release that I was talking about, then we can actually move, I think, all of this into the definition up here, and then get client-side errors and stuff, which would be nice. Okay, cool. Anyway, so if I say, let's put this on 5, oh, well, I'm not rendering any errors. Let's render some errors. Login. I've got a list of error messages component. Okay, then we'll put this right there. Oh, gee, I keep doing that. Okay, and for the end date, okay, cool. I probably also want, well, yeah, probably figure that out later. Okay, cool. So then if I do this, there it is, and my position, absolute, all that nonsense. This field must be in the future. They are in the future, so I've got something wrong. Oh. So I think you return, now I can't remember. Do you return true if it's invalid or true if it's valid? I can't recall. Where is my... yeah, true if it's valid. Huh. So that somehow is coming back as not in the future, I guess. validity date in future. Huh. And now that's interesting. It's not displaying the error anymore. That's on my start date is what I changed. Huh. Why is it not displaying the error, I wonder? Well, in any case, let's look at what that log gave me. I'm not seeing a log. So, oh, must not be instance of date. Oh, good grief. Man. Yeah, so we got to do the parse ISO nonsense. Okay. So, and then the rest of it actually, can I return nothing? Because if it's not a date, well, yeah, whatever. Okay, very unlikely that it wouldn't be a date. Oh no, that's interesting. End date must be after the start date. Must be in the future. Oh. Yeah, it's saying it's required because the 31st is not a valid date. Yeah, okay, that would be kind of weird to say the date's not in the future. Well, the date doesn't exist actually. So let's see if we can do that. And yeah, see the I feel like we should get a type mismatch error. But we're not. See, it's showing the value is 1001. Even though that's not actually what it says. Oh, it's empty. Oh, that's interesting. So I sent no start date. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to display just one message, I think is the solution here. Yeah. Or just figure out a better way to display the error messages or something. But that's for the designer to figure out. So cool. So we've got error messages and we've got the availability. Let's say disabled if it's not available. And then for this, our when we book. Yeah, this one's kind of interesting because it's kind of like it's both a fetcher for the availability and also a fetcher for the booking. I wonder if this should not render the form. And instead, the consumer should render the form. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's the right thing to do. So let's get rid of the booking fetcher. And yeah, we'll get rid of this hidden field there. And then over here, we're going to render. Okay, so I was thinking that when you click book, we show a modal and then you like confirm. And if you're not logged in, that modal serves as a login thing. Kind of do it the way Turo does. Where you say, oh, well, rats. Get a less cool looking car. Rats. Okay, fine. We'll go like that. There we go. So you click that and you get a login form. Cause yeah, if you just click it and it says book, well, okay. Kind of wasn't sure I wanted to do that. I'm not sure that I like that altogether though. We just render a reach dialog and then put in hidden fields and then a confirm button. Yeah, if you're logged in. And if you're not, yeah, that makes the most sense. Okay, so let's bring in Reach UI. And we go to dialog and we need this stuff. And then we also need this stuff. There's not much here, I believe. No, that is not what I was hoping to find. Good grief. Yeah, there's not much there. So we're gonna just do this. Oh, rats, I don't have any CSS files. That's a thing, right? Can't remember. I think that is how you do that. Or is it import? No, can't remember. I think that works. So then we just go into root, import vendor style sheet URL, and stick that in our links. Okay, let's make sure that ends up being the right thing. Ah, rats. That import doesn't work. Okay, well, forget that then. I could use PostCSS to do all that bundling and stuff, but I'm not sure that I'm ready to do that. So we're just going to bring in vendor CSS TS. And we'll export const links and import reach dialog CSS from there's something wrong here. But I will finish my thought here first. Okay, so what are you complaining about? Utils, vendor, CSS. I wonder what that'll do. Ending in .css. I think that might make things behave funny. No, looks like it works okay. All right, whatever. Good news. So we've got our style sheet in there. Got our dialogue overlay and all that nonsense. So, yeah, when we want to book, what if we pop up this booking thing in a modal? That would be probably not good, because then like people want to see that booking thing right there, and like that'll make them want to book. That's probably why Turo puts it where they do. So yeah, I need to stand. Yeah, so this button is not a submit button. And actually, this is not going to work because I'm getting stuff out of the form, and there's no longer a form. No, but then if I want to wrap that, what a piece of garbage this is. Maybe this is what should render the modal. Just feels like the wrong place to put it. No, it's the right place to put it. Yeah, maybe I just need to keep track of those inputs. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. You know, the benefit of having a book route, I got rid of it yesterday, but the benefit of having that is progressive enhancement. It'll work without JavaScript. And I could talk about that. We could say it's a modal, but it's a route-based modal. And then if you land on that page, like in a JavaScript disabled situation or whatever, then it renders like just a booking page. What if instead of a modal, we have it be a route, and the outlet goes right here. So the outlet is just this little thing on the side. And then it doesn't have to be a modal, because modals are stupid. So then this booker would be our index route. And then when that is submitted, we could stick it in the session to communicate that over to the new route, or we just lift the state. What is that? I've had the standing pad for so long, and it's kind of fraying at the end. Kind of feel like I like the idea of putting it in the session, and then we can just hang on to that. Like I was talking about, I want to hang on to the dates, so this we'll just have that be the dates. Yeah. Okay. So we'd have ship ID, book.tsx, and index.tsx. Hold on a second. I think flat routes, pretty sure it's just index. Yeah, index.tsx. I feel like there was another fancy way to do this. Underscore prefix. Nah. Yeah, okay, so it's just an alias. And putting the underscore in there just puts it at the top. I can see why that's useful. Okay, cool. So that means this moves. We have our outlet right here. And then a remix component. Ship. Oh, whoops. Yeah, ship. Book route. Ship index route. Okay. And then this can actually, we can move some of the loader stuff over. Let's get rid of that. We'll probably use a modal another time, so I'm not going to bother on installing yet. Okay. We don't need all this stuff. We just need the ship ID, which we can get from use params. Okay. And then our loader data. And then we don't need the ship. And we can stick all these together, get rid of that and clause, because that is default. Cool, so then we've got our booking stuff. Okay, so that's our index. And then we render a form around this. That's a navigable form. method post. And then we export a remix action. Oh, come on, really? Okay, and yeah, this is interesting because the Booker thing is going to have some of the same validations and everything too, which, yeah, it does make it kind of interesting. So, what we can do is I believe we can make a folder. Okay, there is something in here that explains you can do directories. Collocation, here we go. Yeah, so we could do these directories, but you don't get routes. Nothing except for the index file is a route. Yeah, so that's not quite going to be what I want, because I need to share stuff between two routes. So, yeah, that's fine. I'll just have this be our Booker TS. We'll put the form validations stuff in here. We also, our loader, we have something kind of similar. And
Your break is coming up. Begin to come out of flow.
Has bookings, or ship is ship available. Get is ship available. We could do select ID true.
Sweet work. Now enjoy a break. Look away from your
Okay, I'm supposed to take a break now. Ship ID, start date, end date. Come on, autopilot, you could probably figure that out. What do you think it is? Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take the break, and we'll be back to finish this refactor. And we're back with an open window. That's why my face is lit up on the side there. Okay. So, yes, get is available or whatever. We've got our error messages, form validations. So, await get is ship available. Ship ID, start date, and end date. Whoops. And I'm gonna move this to there. And that goes there. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, actually got a remix validity. Matt responded. Yep, got a workaround for now, but would be, yeah, I think it would be cool to be able to dynamically or make validations yeah, built in, oh, well, hold on. Yeah. If there were some way to dynamically set the value of a built validation, maybe if you make a built-in validation a function, it should return what the attribute value should be. Seems like it may be sensible to separate built-in validations from custom ones. Something like this. Oh, actually, no, back. It's going to be a little different. Hold on a second. Good grief. Let's just do this in an editor. Prettier. I'm missing something. What did I do wrong? Ah, forget that. I messed something up really bad with my curly braces. Oh, no, he did. Something is missing. What am I doing wrong here? Oh my word. Okay, forget this. I don't want to hunt for the syntax error. So just grab these, put it in there. All right. And then we'd say custom, and we'd have yeah, what my okay, cool. And then I can also, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah. Well, see, you know, my custom thing, whatever I need. But then we have a min. And that would be the, what is the API for this thing? Value, inform data. And then I could say return parse ISO value, or yeah, form data get start date. And then date functions format. Where's my format? Format, there it is. That thing. Return the value you want set for this attribute. In fact, validations does not seem not necessarily the right name for this object. It really should be form elements, which so then custom could be custom validation or custom validators. This is starting to give me solid Angular formally vibes. Yeah, it's crazy, actually. This is really similar. Yeah, that's wild. Sold Angular formally vibes. Nope, definitely meant solid. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, well, let's see if we can continue. And then hopefully we figure out the best way. Yep, okay, so then we get rid of this. And await, get is available, yada yada. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I did need those. Okay. Oh, actually, you know, I am going to need that redirect here in a bit. Okay, so then my action, we've got validate, where's, yeah, export, validate, Booker form. Okay. Coolio, and then this can do that. So we could get errors. User could, like, potentially could submit some errors. So we'd have action data dot. There we go. Let's see. We want, what do we call that? Server form info. Server form info. Yeah, see, that's not typing the way that I want it to. Yeah, all I'm getting is the type. It's annoying. I want to see the rest of this. I wish this would expand so I could see. Isn't there like a way to do something like that? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I want to dive into what that type is. Why is it saying it's a type of string? This probably won't help, but maybe? Okay, there we go. That's annoying. But now, all right. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why I have to do that. That's super annoying. But it works. So now this is happy, so that's good. So then we go server form info. This is a server form info object, which is wonder if I can get that type very easily. Okay. Yay. There we go. So that way, if somehow they end up with no server form info here, but with that, I kind of feel like that's not going to work very well. Like, let's say it does have server form. Oh, hey there, bud. You want to hang out with me? Okay. Yeah, do you want to, are you going to just play back there? Okay. With both of them. Okay. Do you want this too? Yeah, I kind of feel like we could have a situation where there's server form info here that says everything's okie dokie, but then server form info from this action where things are not okie dokie. Kind of feel like this one is more important, so we're going to do it this way. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Okay, cool. So as const. I wonder if that is going to matter. Probably not. See, but now if I yeah, it looks like useFetcher doesn't work with that type inference stuff, which is a shame. Okay, anyway, that means we can just get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay, so now we have our start date, end date, and ship ID. And this will only be submitted. So wait, when this is submitted, we're going to stick it in a session. Is this all back-end stuff? No, we've got some front-end stuff here too. Server TS. So I want you know what? Let's just use this session. Get session. Yeah, we're just doing that. So let's just do the same thing. And then this thing can export const session booking session key. What are you complaining about? Oh. Oh, that's easy enough. There we go. And then session set booking session key with that. And then we'll redirect to that with headers, set cookie, commit, yada yada. Cool, and then book can have a remix loader that has our session stuff in here. And session get booking session key, ship ID, start date, end date. And actually, this could just render a form, so we don't need anything in the loader. Well, actually, we could have it redirect, or yeah, let's have it validate. So validate, Burger form, new form data. Man. Create form data object from entries.
There's something called that one wheel did a backflip, lost a backflip, and it landed it.
Cool, that. I wish I could play with you right now, but I'm working.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can append. I'd like to just create, well, how does, I feel like remix, remix, new form data. They just created out of the form itself. That's probably, and then here they're just going over all the search params. There's no way to create a form data out of entries. That's really unfortunate. New form data. Yeah, and they just append in a loop. Yep. Append in a loop. It's kind of annoying. I don't want to have to do that. So, form, create form data from entries. Forget that. We're going to make this a regular old function. Entries, record, or no, it's an array of string and string or form data entry value. There we go. Come on, Copilot, you got it. Cool. That's cool. Okay, so server form info. Gotta await that sucker. There we go. Otherwise, I don't think we need to send anything. And now I'm wondering, should this go into a catch boundary? Or so we probably should render the booking form. Yeah, so we should redirect instead of that. Do you want me to do it for you, or do you want help? Here, watch. Watch me do it. I think you just forgot how. Because you used to do this a lot.
Oh. And I don't want to play with this.
That's okay, you don't have to, bud. And yeah, that's where they're gonna go. Yeah, otherwise we gotta return a response. If you got a loader, you gotta return a response even if there's nothing in it. And then here, we'll just have form and button type submit, confirm. And actually, you know what? I do want to have the info start date. Or, yeah, here, where is that thing? Okay, and ship ID, we're going to get that from params. Just grab. Okay, cool. And then we'll have our data, use loader data, type of loader. And I have and then we'll have our end date. Okay, and probably to do add pricing. Okay, cool. And I think we'll want to have like a cancel button or a link. Link to cancel. Bless you. And then we'd also there was something else. Oh, yeah, so we're gonna want to put these values in the form, input type hidden. Yes, that's exactly what I want. And then action, doing quite a number of the same things, but it is going to work really well. And there's probably an abstraction somewhere in here. Another one. Need to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. Never mind. It went away. I might sneeze later. Okay. Yeah, here we're gonna say action data. Yeah, if you got this far and you still have an error, there's something weird going on. I'm not going to show you specific error messages, just start over. Okay, so we've got our start date, end date, and ship ID. So now we can finally make the booking. Oh, right, the other thing that we're going to need. Okay, so what we should do over here is when they want to book, instead of sending them to the book route, we should send them to the login route. Or we could just make the book area be a login form. We could actually do ship ID book login and sign up. I'm trying to decide if I want to do .login and then .sign up or .login. It doesn't really make a difference. I think we'll do .login because I'm just thinking about the shareability, and it would be cool to have ship ID, book, login, so you can just like send that to somebody who you know doesn't, or sign up, send that to somebody who you know isn't signed up, and then they can sign up and then go straight to booking, but they won't have the booking dates selected yet anyway, so it doesn't make sense to do that. So yeah, what we're going to do here, let me just make, yeah, there we go. We're going to get rid of that for now. So our index route will find out if the user is authenticated, which our route does like this. All right. Okay. And then, except I just did that in the wrong file, didn't I? We might need that later, but not right now. We'll stick this down here. And then, if we have a user ID, then we'll send them here. Otherwise, send them there, except not quite, because we want this to be inline. We don't want to send them somewhere else, have them log in, and then come back. We want them to just be right there. The whole interaction happens right there. It'll be sweet. Ships, ship ID, login. And then ship login route. Login to continue booking. I'm actually starting to think maybe we should put this here so we can put the login form. So like we can show this and put the login form right here. Or above. It's not a lot of space to put all that information. If they have to sign up, then it is definitely a flow because they have to confirm their email first and all of that. It's a bit of an ordeal. So I think what we'll do is we're not going to have a sign up. We'll have, well, no, we can have a sign up. That's fine. What happens on my sign up? Send back JSON. I don't think I do anything with it. Sign up fetcher. Yeah, I don't say like email sent or anything like that. Probably should. That would actually make my end-to-end test better. Yeah, okay, so we'll put the, just kind of feels weird to put the login below. It's like you need to do these things in order. But yeah. I wonder if this needs to be routed at all.
This rolled out of the...
Out of the room?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It rolls pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like funky bump.
It's fun to play with, huh? I've got these little one-wheel, like you remember the tech decks from years ago? Yeah, One Wheel made some of those, and I discovered that recently and got 2 of them because they're amazing. My kids enjoy playing with them. I don't think that I need this to be routed.
I want to go play with one.
Okay. See you, bud. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to do that. Here, I'll take care of it.
Hey, remember I made the...
I do remember. I kept them. Mm-hmm.
You kept them in the secret place.
Yeah. Okay, I love you. See ya.
Bye.
Have fun.
Didn't you put away the ball?
Yeah, I'll put that away too. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think. I don't know if this needs to be routed. Because we could just say, do we have a user in the client? And that would work on a server render. It'll show the login, give me your username and password. I'll just do the login right here. That will trigger the loaders to run again when you log in. trigger just a refresh if you're for the progressive enhancement standpoint. You'd never need to share this as a link. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of work. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the login route. And instead, we'll just render this. Doesn't matter if you've got a user ID. And then this, let's say, user, use optional user. And here we say, if there's a user, then we can do null, otherwise render a login form. And that login form can be a resource route. Login inline login. Okay, and that's what we're going to work on when I come back from my break. See you soon. Okay. Coming back, inline login is what we're working on now. I've been making a lot of code changes without running anything. I hope everything is okay. Resources. I just had an interesting thought. I wonder, pretty sure that if I could prefix resources with an underscore, that would make sense, I think. They are, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no layout associated to them anyway, so. Yeah, okay. Resources, login, TSX. Okay, so export function, inline login. And just needed to get that tab key in there. That's so annoying. Return, yeah, sure. Login. So there's some duplicate stuff going on in here that we'll probably want. In fact, part of me is thinking yeah, most of this could be reused somehow. At least the form stuff. Login. Let's just copy all this in here and then get rid of stuff. So, yeah, this will need to be a TSX. Okay, so this form could be a transitional form like it is now, or it could be a fetcher form like we need it for the inline. And that form error needs to show up somewhere. Yeah. Kind of feel like the UI will be a little different based on where it is. Like the inline form UI will be a little different from the form page UI. Seems to make sense to me. So, so it's probably most of this stuff is not useful from the component standpoint. Yeah, let's get rid of all that. And this is not a route. And the entire action should instead I think this is, why did I call the request? Oh, right, because the authenticator thing. That's right. Yeah, so this belongs just in the form. Or at least it needs to be parameterized. Yeah, so we basically yeah, we'll just duplicate that. Yeah, I'm pre-abstracting. That's why it's so hard, because I don't know what I'm going to use and what I'm not. So let's come over here. Okay, and inline login. This is very similar to what we're doing at the Booker. Get rid of all this stuff we're getting that from. There we go. So I just need this thing. Okay. And this is going to be a fetcher instead. So login fetcher, use fetcher. Yeah, and I think all of that stuff. Yeah. New here, we'll send you over to sign up. You're going to be doing a whole rigmarole anyway. Or I could just make that client side only. No. We'll send them over to sign up and forgot password if that's what they're going to be doing. I think that makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of duplication here though. Yeah, okay, so the form validations and error messages for sure. Those two things can come from this login thing here. Whatever. This is a resource route, no meta function necessary. Okay, and our action needs to be specified, resources, login. And when we do that, it'll hit our action. So our loader doesn't need to do anything. You shouldn't render us if you don't want the user to be able to log in. Okay, so we'll validate the thing. There's no loader. Action data is different. It's pretty cool that the rest of it's mostly good though. Search params will not apply here. There's no redirect to. And there's no redirect. This is a JSON status success. I think I've been doing type, but I think status makes more sense. I guess I don't have any arguments to provide. Okay, data form error. That actually might be the argument that I would need. Form error. Okay, yeah, there's quite a bit of duplication here. Can probably abstract it later. Okay, so in this case though, I don't want to redirect on failure. So if there's not a user ID, then invalid username or password. I don't think I need an external form error actually. What is it going to pass? Yeah, I don't think it would pass anything. Yeah, there's nothing. So get rid of this. Okay, so that's not a 40 or 400 though. The status codes. It's like a 40 something. That's not exactly a 401, is it? I guess it is a 400. Yeah. 400 is fine. Okay. And then it should just re-render, I think. I'm pretty sure that fetcher mutation should trigger loader reloads, or if it doesn't today, it should in the future. Because part of me thinks that it doesn't today, actually. I just realized that we have this remember me feature. That means that we have sessions, like reusing this session for other stuff. Will change how long things are remembered, but maybe that's okay, actually. Yeah, as long as I don't change the max age on anything else. So if they're not logged in, it'll just be remembered for the length of the session. And then if they are, then it will remember it for the age of how long they're authenticated, which I think is sensible. So yeah, okay, that's probably okay. I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. So yeah, here, then we send them to book, and then in book we say inline login if there's no user, and disabled if there's not a user. So then the last bit for this to work is to make sure that when the user logs in, it revalidates everything. And I don't think that it's going to do that, even though I want it to. So I may have to do something special to trigger revalidation until Remix does that itself. Okay, so now let's make sure user ID equals await authenticated, yada yada yada. So if you made it this far and you're still not logged in, something is messed up, something is wrong. So let's say if there's not a user ID, then we'll redirect to login. Where's the yeah, we need a redirect to params login params new URL search params redirect to request URL. Well, URL path name. Okay. I've got a screaming child upstairs. My wife is with him. I'm not just leaving him. She'll take care of him, and she'll let me know if I'm needed. I hope he's okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, hold on a second. Yeah, no, wait a second. I need to figure one other thing out. Okay, yeah, that's good. Good. Okay, so we've got If the user's not logged in, we'll send them away. I kind of feel like I have something that'll do this. Also, I spelled that wrong. And I think I have a require user. No. Session server export or server. That would probably be a better place for this. Require user request. That's basically what this is. We're going to call that require user ID actually. So now I can just await require user ID request. Well, I'm surprised I made it that far before I needed some something that required the user or user ID. Yeah, and so far I don't think I have anything that requires user ID. Everything else is just optional. Although there is on the user, where is it? That would be alphabetical. That's kind of nice. Yeah, here we have user. No, but that's different. Yeah, that's a totally different thing. And we have use optional user. So yeah, the route just hits that up. It has its own special way to deal with this. So yeah, we don't have an optional user thing yet either. That'll probably come eventually. Okay, so we've got their submitted data. We've got who it is. Now we're going to say Prisma booking create. Finally, holy smokes. We're creating a new booking. Ta-da! Start date, end date, ship ID, user ID. I think this is supposed to be renter ID. What else are we missing? Yeah, total price. And that's going to be, yeah, we got to calculate that. I mean, it could be submitted from the UI, but yeah, that will not work nicely. Get calculate total price. Okay, ship, where that? Costs, or daily charge, there we go. What did they call it? Price per day? Yeah, that's probably a better name. Oh well, too late. Okay, and then, yeah, if there's not a ship, that would not be good. Yeah, if there's no ship, that would be very unusual. Say invariant, or you know what? Yeah, invariant ship. Should we just throw new response 404? Whoops, not found. Ship not found. Status 404. Yeah, then some catch boundary somewhere. I'll catch it. We'll add catch boundaries later. Boy, I've been getting a lot of recruiter emails recently. They kind of spiked. I'm not sure why. Okay. Total price. It's the daily charge. Okay. That's close, but I don't have to do all that. exhausting work myself. So where's the booker? Difference in days. There we go. And that'll get us our total price. We'll calculate that here as well, actually. I misspelled calculate. Oh well. Oops. There we go. Cool. And then we can put this right there. Total price.
I got a bee sting when I was rolling.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's on my forehead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to see it? Yeah, I'm sure it hurts a lot. I can't see it, but I'm sure it hurts. Sorry, bud. I guess you'll stay away from where the bee was, huh? Was it scary?
Yeah, I thought it was a fly.
Yeah.
We like slapped it and then it stung me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry. Okay, you gonna be okay? You wanna stay in my room?
Yeah.
You can lie down on the beanbag? Okay.
Mom sent you something that can help.
Oh, do you want to go back up to Mom then, so that she can help with that?
I don't think.
Okay. Well, you can stick down here with me if you want. Okay, cool. So we've got our booking, and now what do? We send them to the booking. We have so return redirect to bookings booking ID. Ta-da! And then actually I also want to get rid of their session stuff for the booking info. So session, and then unset that. My goodness, that's awesome. And then that's exactly what I wanted. Well, sort of. Commit session. Commit.
There are now 10 minutes of allocated time remaining.
We're missing something. Something's wrong. I've got some syntax wrong. That's weird. You know how I check for syntax? I go to prettier. And, no, there's no syntax wrong. That's strange. Cannot find, oh, so it's just that underline is in the wrong spot. Okay. Okay, see you, bud. Okay, then we send them to the booking, and then on the booking, I already show the booking, so that's cool. Kind of feel like I want to abstract this. Actually, yeah, hold on a second. That's auth server stuff. Yeah, this is what the failure redirect does. Yep, and now I can actually failure redirect. Yeah, we're doing that in a couple places, so we can trim that up a bit. I wonder if I can just do this. Oh man, it's the last one. Okie dokie. This one's a little different. All right. And actually, there we go. That way it's encoded properly and all that. Ooh, we want more than just the path name though. We also want the, oh man. Yeah, the search params. Yep. Luckily, we got this abstracted, so hold on a second. Or a new URL. Yeah, search has the question mark on it. That's what I thought. So we can get rid of that. Or no, get rid of that. And rid of that. Call this just search. There we go. Okay, that was a tiny little detour. So yeah, booking ID, user ID. Yep, and then we'll see all the bookings. They just made one. Okay, well, after a lot of coding, let's see what happens. If I try to book, I don't think I'm logged in. Okay, so that did not do what I expected. And now I've got oh, I probably forgot a method post on my resource book. Or no, that's not what it is. Or yeah, it is. That should not be in here. Yeah, how is that going to work? Hold on a second. So this action just says whether it's available, and then the index is where that action is rendered, the booker, and then this is where that button type submit book. And so booker should not be in a form. It should definitely be a div. But it does need to be rendered in a form. There's no way for me to ensure that at compile time or with TypeScript, which is unfortunate. I could add some runtime type checking. So we'll do something like this. Invariant form element is required. Instance of HTML. Well, of course, if it exists at all, it's going to be an HTML form. So around Booker component. Okay, so at least we get some sense of thing that works. Okay, so it's available, but I'm not getting the that because I haven't saved it. Right, so now here's a tricky thing. That disabled thing's not going to work. Oh, yeah, let's put this back. Just put it back in the Booker. Booker can render the thing. Disabled when it's not is available. And then this has the method post, and that should work. Okay, cool. So now book. Okay, form append requires at least 2 arguments. Append. It's going to be. That's interesting. I did not expect that error. Let's just make sure that's where I think it is. Ship ID edit. How did I end up on ship ID edit? Yeah, I think that stack trace is busted. Well, let's try this.
Sweet work. Now enjoy a break.
Unexpected token because TypeScript.
Great opportunity to enjoy a breathing exercise.
Okay, and then we'll try this. All right, well, that worked. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm supposed to be taking a break right now. I will take it in a moment. Yeah, that stack trace is busted. That is not correct. Well, we'll figure this out after the break. I just noticed. Started lagging. Oh, that's no good. Let's see if we can figure out, or if that's maybe been fixed by now. Taking a break right now. Oh yeah. That is annoying. Yeah, that stack trace is busted. That is not correct. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Well, we'll figure this out after the break. Telling me, OBS is telling me that things should be good. And it looks fine to me. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe it'll magically fix itself after the break. You know what I just realized? It looks like it's starting to get better, but we'll see. But what I just realized is this is a good time for me to have lunch. I did not eat lunch. Hold on a second. Oh, probably because the light from the thing. You're seeing this green wall here. Yeah, so I'm going to be done. And I'll start up again this afternoon. I just realized it looks like things have better, but we'll see. Fixed themselves, so that's good. Just realized. Yeah, also shout out to the Discord. There's a reason that all of these have this join Discord to chat, because I don't chat on here because we get spam like crazy on YouTube. It's basically impossible to avoid. So I don't know what to do about that. So we just chat on Discord, and I ignore this. Also, unfortunately, I can't just disable live chat on YouTube, just on like every video. It's just not a feature that they've got. You have to disable it per video. It's super annoying. So also like. All right, so that's it for this morning. I will continue this afternoon, and I believe we will be able to go through and book a ship by the time this is finished. So, or by the end of the day. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see y'all later.